Hey guys, I'm going to attempt this for a second time. I got 15 minutes in and it decided it was going to cut me out. So I'm going to try this again. If it doesn't work, then I'm going to have to get my daughter to come and have a look at my iPad because I haven't got a clue. So we will start again. Just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's watched my videos, who's subscribed, and I've had so many lovely comments as well. It just means so much. I'm at over 100 subscribers. I didn't think anybody would want to watch my videos. I had a few friends and that I thought would probably watch, but other than that I thought nah, because I haven't advertised my videos anywhere. I haven't put them in Stitch Mania or Cross Stitch Addicts, nowhere like that on Facebook. My friend Catherine posted it in her group, Needle Keep Emporium, but other than that, the only other place I've advertised it is I popped it onto my Instagram. I think I've got about 500 followers on there, so yeah, probably quite a lot of you have come from Instagram. But yeah, I haven't put it on Facebook or anywhere. I do post in the groups now and again, but I'm not one for constantly going in all the Facebook groups. If I did that, I wouldn't have time to stitch. There's some amazing work in that out there, but I just haven't got time to go through the groups and whatnot. I do try and keep up with my Instagram people on there. I'll link my Instagram account down below in the description. I am behind on that. I need to go through and see what people have been up to. But yeah, I do try and keep up on my Instagram if possible, because I like to put a daily blog of my stitching on there. That way I can see what progress I'm making, as well as keeping a diary. But my Instagram is where I blog all my work basically. So anybody that's been following me on Instagram will have seen what I've been working on. Okay, so what have I got to show? I've got a huge box. And that has got all my whips, finishes and haul. There's quite a lot of haul, and I've got a squeaky chair and an itchy nose. Wouldn't be flosstube, would it? So yeah, we've got quite a lot of haul in there for a change. I'll go through that later on in the video. I'll go through all my whips and finishes and my plans, and then for anybody that doesn't like haul, they can switch off if they want to. I've also got a couple of magazines, so we'll see how we're doing for time, because my son will be due home as well. So I'll see how we're doing for time and whether this is gonna cut me off again or not. I may do a flip through of those two. If you excuse me, my fibro's really playing up and some of my words aren't coming out. And also I'll apologise if I'm shaking at all. In my first attempt I was, as like anybody that's watched my previous video knew, I was going away on holiday. Well, I went away on holiday last week up to Yorkshire, and we returned Friday evening, and I woke up Saturday morning about 5-6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I'd got a virus. I think it was a bit of a virus and possibly part fibro flare, because my fibro's been really bad since I got back. Probably overdid things, but it was definitely a virus as well. So I was laid in bed all of Saturday, all of Sunday till Sunday evening, and then had to phone 111 because I hadn't kept anything down, all my medication or anything. I'm not going to go into details of what where it was all coming out of, but yeah, I had to phone 111 because I couldn't keep any medication down, and I was just feeling so lousy and ill. And the doctor phoned me back within about 3 minutes of coming off the phone to them, and said, can you come down here for 8 o'clock? had to go down to the hospital, went in there, she checked my blood pressure and things and temperature, which is slightly up, but yeah, she reckoned it was a virus as well, and they gave me an anti-sickness injection, and touch wood, since then I've been able to keep my own anti-sickness down, which I wasn't, because I'm on regular anti-sickness as and when I need it with all my other bits and pieces. So yeah, I've been able to keep that down since and get all my other medication back in me, so yeah, and eat and drink. So yeah, feeling better than I was. Yeah, 2 days in bed, no stitching. I did the tiniest little bit of stitching on Sunday and that was it. But then my needle was flying on Monday. Started trying to do a few bits, getting things sorted from the holiday, and I was like, I've got no energy. So I sat and stitched and my needle was flying. I got 2 finishes and I got a sal up to date that day. So yeah, so I shall go through my whips, 4 finishes this month, and then my haul. So my first whip was a new start. It was for the 17th. I said originally I was going to do a birthday card on the 17th. Well, I changed my mind. My friend's mum was in hospital, and so I wasn't really feeling doing the birthday card thing. It was for somebody else, so I did that after I'd done a get well card, which I'll come to because it's one of my finishes. And I thought, right, I'm gonna stitch something up for Laura, and yeah, it's gonna be part of her Christmas present. But yeah, I wanted to stitch something for her because I knew what she was going through. So Laura, if you're watching this, skip forward a couple of minutes or you're going to ruin what I've got. You've seen my projects, I've shown you all my projects, so if you miss a part of one of them, you're not missing out. So skip forward a few minutes while I show this one. Okay, we've got Lizzie Kate, Friends Are Like Angels, and I've stitched this in the call for DMC threads. I haven't used any of the special threads in it because I didn't have what they required. I maybe had a couple, and this is as far as I got. I've done all the border. Let me put something behind that. Did all the border. I've got to finish the friends part and then just the rest of the writing, which shouldn't take very long because the friends part didn't. So yeah, and the needle minder is a needle minder Laura had specially done from Catherine at Needle Keep Emporium. She had one made for me and for her. Obviously we both start with the letter L. And this is just stitched on a scrap piece of fairy dust cloud in lilac, 28 count. It was just a scrap piece that I had in my stash. So yeah, that should only take maybe a day just to finish off. Okay, you can come back now, Laura. So if I don't put these in folders, I'll end up with a huge mess. I don't know how I'm going to put everything out yet. Okay, next up, just take a sip of my iced coffee. As I said, we went on holiday, and on the way there we got stuck in traffic, usual Friday afternoon. We did leave earlier, but it rerouted us because of traffic, and then we got stuck in more traffic anyway. So I said, right, I'm going to pull my stitching. I had my stitching bag in the front of the car. I took 5 projects, I think, with me. I took my 2 sales, my Christmas and Halloween. I took 2 new starts, and then just a small, it was just the magazine freebie that I showed you last time. I touched one. So in the car on Friday I pulled this one out, my Paddington, and it was a kit, and it comes with 14 count ice blue Zweigart Ada. And here's my progress. Looks, the coverage isn't like great on the red. Seems okay for the rest of it, just the red's not 100%. I mean, it might be okay when it's up on the wall and that, but it doesn't bother me. But yeah, there's a lot of stitching in his coat. So yeah, this is what I worked on when I was away, just an odd hour here or there, and on the way back and things like that. I haven't worked on it anymore since I got home, but I backstitched all the paintbrush in his paw and part of the palette just to use up the last bit of thread. I've just got some more of his coat to do on this side, not loads, and then I'll probably add some backstitch detail into the coat, and then go up to his head and then come down to his feet, and then I'll work on the bottom. But obviously when I do his head, then I'll finish all the backstitch up there, and then finish the coat backstitch when I come down, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I really enjoy this one, and I don't want to put him away yet. It's Stitch Mania back to school sale all month long, and because this has got words and colours and that, I'm just going to use this to stitch on, and I'm just going to do it for 30 to 60 minutes a day for the rest of this month. As I haven't touched it yet, but hopefully I'll put some in today. And my little needle minder is a little Paddington bear, which again Laura got me with, as well as the kit. She had Catherine make the needle minder up for both of us, because she's got the matching kit and needle minder. So yeah, really like this one. Really easy to work on. It's just 14 count, so I may take that one right upstairs in the evening and pop some in, because it doesn't require quite so much concentration. Okay, we're at 13 minutes, so we'll see if we're going to get cut off soon. Okay, next up, yesterday was the Stitch Mania full coverage. So as usual, I pulled out my QS Wizard of Oz, and I added all of this dark part around here, added another colour in here, maybe a little bit up here, I'm not sure, but definitely all the dark colour, and I know I added some more up here. I think I was up to maybe here with doing up here. I know there was a few stitches that went in. There is a few blocks that are just missing one stitch. I think that block's completely done. So yeah, there is some blocks that are completely done, but I was just picking a colour. I mean, there's about 5 or 6 colours I did yesterday. You can't quite tell so much, but there is 5 or 6 colours just in this area where I was working on, and I was pleased with my progress. I'd love to be able to get this finished by the end of the year. My daughter's already claimed it. I'm stitching this with Catherine as well. She's stitching this one up. It's my first Haid. So yeah, the size of it is what you can see. The tops, these are all the sides as far as it goes down to the bottom. It's just a tiny little bit more that goes down there. But yeah, really enjoyed doing this one. And I just pull it out on the 5th. We'll see how my stitching goes, and I can maybe pop an extra day in, and then I may get this finished. Yeah, really enjoying that one. And we're just about to come up to 15 minutes. Am I going to get cut off? It was around this mark anyway. Not yet. I've got exactly onto this next project when it cut me out. So I must be doing about the same time-wise. Okay, the next one, I don't know if I've worked on this one or not, and I didn't go back and check my video. It is my Christmas at home sale by Lakeside Needlecraft and designed by Doreen Jones. The last time I worked on this, get it right. Yeah. The top section here in the loft or the roof is 2 pages, and that's like the cut off of the first page. So I've stitched everything and back stitched it by for a little heart that goes up here, and I'd left this because I wasn't sure about my roof. It was out. I frogged this one so much, and on my final attempt I was like, I'm just going to leave it and I'm going to see if I need to pull it out, and everything fits and it's all in the right place. And the little pleasant up here's got a little bit of sparkle backstitch. It's a metallic, DMC metallic, which I don't find too bad to work with. It's alright in small doses. So yeah, the next room, which goes in here, has come out, and that's a bathroom, a little girl in a bath. I'm sure loads of you have seen that. That came out last Monday while I was away, and then the next one is due out on the 11th, which will be that block there, I think. So I'm hoping to get at least this room finished this week. It's going to take me probably a couple of days to do that, and it's going to take me a couple of days to do this room. I don't think I'll get both of them done before the next release, but we'll see. But I want to get those done and get the rest of the roof finished hopefully this month, so it's all caught up. And this is stitched on the exclusive fabric for Lakeside Needlecraft in Winter Snow, and it's on a 36 count even weave. And this needle minder is one that went with the sale. Kate at Lakeside is releasing different ones to match the rooms and things, but I'm just bought the first one. But yeah, I love the little robin, and it's actually, I'm not sure if it's this side or this side, but I think it's this side, the roof with a little robin. So, and then my little penguin is from Catherine at Needle Keep Emporium, and I'm not going to keep saying that all the way through. But yeah, I'll link both of those down below. And both of them do ship worldwide. Okay, next up, and it's still on my frame because I did some work on it this morning. Well, small bit of work on it this morning. Just pull that off my frame. Ooh, let's put something behind that. There we go, that's better. And it's the lakes. Oh, you can see that pattern coming through quite. It's going to be one of those videos. Let's try that again. There we go. So Lakeside Needlecraft and Doreen Jones Halloween sale. And I absolutely love this. Since I last saw you, I'm not sure if I had the first block done. I think I probably did. I didn't have all the border done. I finished all the border. I've done the second section. My satin stitches are definitely not neat. But they're as best as I could get. I did use Thread Heaven with this time, and it made it a lot easier, but they still don't seem to lie completely how I want them. But it's mine and I'm happy, and they actually give it a little bit more character because it's sort of giving them a little bit more shape, and because it's Halloweeny and all the crookedness of the house and things. I think it looks really good. So, and the white is glow in the dark, and this bit here I can hold and show you. This bit here is part of the next section that came out yesterday, and it's got a huge house. So I want to work on that today and get this one up to date, because I was up to date till yesterday, and then I had my full coverage yesterday. So yeah, really love this one. This one is my priority out of this and the Christmas one, because obviously I need my Halloween piece out and on display before my Christmas one, so that's priority over that one. But I love them both. But yeah, this one I want to keep up, and then I'll go back and try and keep up on the Christmas one. This one is the most important. And sorry if you can hear a phone in the background, my home phone's ringing. And then this was the needle minder for the sale. It matches the 2017 at the top, and again Kate's bringing out different needle minders, but I've just got the first one, and then that one's from Catherine. And I'm stitching this on the exclusive fabric plate side. It's 36 count even weave in pumpkin, and it's a fabric flare material. There's tons of 310 in it. But it's also good because it can be a lot easier. Just spread up a load of needles and pick one to the next. Not got to worry about changing colours. I shall leave. Sorry, I just want to leave all these snaps so I don't lose them. I shall leave that one out because I want to work on that today. Okay, finishes. I said I have 4 finishes. One of them I haven't, well, sorry, 2 of them I haven't got with me. One of them I forgot to take a picture. So my first finish that I had, get used to where the camera thing is. Okay, is the Get Well card that I did, and it was just a freebie kit with one of the magazines, but it was a really nice one, so I thought I'd just stitch that up. Just little butterflies with best wishes for you, and I put Get Well Soon inside. So yeah, that was my first finish I had. And then I had a birthday card that I did up. It was a fish and a boat, and had happy birthday on, a decent size one. But I've got to take a picture, so I can't show you that one. Then on Monday, once I'd done the border and caught up on the first section of the Halloween sale, I thought, right, what can I pull out? And I thought, I'll pull out my little Mill Hill kit, and it'll probably take me the rest of the evening to finish. So I pulled out Boo Ghost from Mill Hill, and that took me just over an hour to finish up what I had. And here he is. It's got a little star, and then that's just attached on there. I'll put some thread at the bottom just to hold it on. That's his boo. And this was my very first finished Mill Hill kit, and I really like him. I've just got to obviously back him, and I've got a little hang that my daughter made me. I'm going to make that into a little ornament for my seasonal tree, and I've got another Halloween one in my stash. Not sure if I showed it before. No, I haven't got them in here. But yeah, that'll probably get started before Halloween. But yeah, I love this one. And I was quite surprised at how, when I started the beading, I was like, am I going to like this? Am I not? And I really enjoyed it, and I was quite surprised at how quickly it went. And I wanted beading experience for my Under the Sea sale because I want to add beads onto there. So yeah, this was a good way to get used to it. I've got another Mill Hill that I had started, which I showed you in my first video. Not sure when I'll pick that one back up, but I do want to get the other Halloween one done before Halloween. I have got two Christmas ones in my stash at the moment. And yeah, you'll see my haul after. So yeah, that was my next finish. I'm just storing him back in there till I get him finished up. Okay, and then my fourth and final finish. And this is also, just look in my diary. My 34th finish for the year. Some have been decent sized ones, some have been just smalls, but yeah, this one's probably going to need, I can put this behind it. Okay, I'm a cross stitch addict. It was Doreen Jones design, Lakeside Needlecraft produced it, and it was for Cross Stitch Addicts Facebook group. When they reach 10,000 members, it's a freebie chart. As far as I know, it's still in the file section, but you can see all the colours there. Did I stay with them? I stayed with one colour, and that was that bit here. Yeah, oh, that bit here and the white. So 2 colours I kept as charted, and the rest I changed them. So here is mine. Wonky. Let's try that again. Sorry, I'm struggling with my arms, holding things up. Elbows length, hopefully. Yeah, I'm shaking. Sorry guys, I'm trying not to. It can be wonky. But yeah, really like this one. And the threads that I pulled out and changed. The bobbin and the little buttons and the bit of thread coming down I did in Jodery Design Threads, and it's Glenda the Good. and I just store them in a little baggie, and then they go in my box, my Jodrell design ones. And then the upper bobbin, cross and the banner at the bottom, I did that in, I'll turn the card down so you can see. Charleston by Jodrell Threads, and it's just greeny purple. I just keep them in little food bags. Then the bobbing out a bit, I did add an extra hole on both sides. I only called for one side, but I wanted them on both. So the bobbin sides and the stitch I did in Weeks Dye Works Whiskey, and again in a little baggie. These ones I've got an index card for because I'm doing the Weeks Dye Works Club, but these were some that I had already in there. But yeah, this is how I plan to store them. And then the Imer and the needle was all meant to be done in a brown, so I did mine in Weeks Dye Works Pecan. And then they were called for 2 French knots on each of the buttons, and I just added, let's see, they were just from the Halloween kit, probably can slightly, 2 small little beads. And this fabric was just Pole Stitches grab bag piece. It's a linen, I think it's probably 32, it could be 36, I'm not sure. It's definitely a linen, it's definitely not 28 count, but I love the fabric, so I'm hoping to turn that into like a little pin cushion or something. Yeah, we're going to get a bit experimental because I've never made one of those before in my life. Okay. Right. Okay. Plans. What do I have planned? As I've already mentioned, I want to catch the Christmas sale up this month if I can. At least get the rooms caught up. I want to keep the Halloween one up to date. I'm going to work on that room today. Well, that section, sorry. If I don't finish that today, then I'll carry that on tomorrow. So Halloween out the way. Then I'll move on to the Christmas one, and because there's quite a bit on the Christmas one, if I need to break that one up with something else, I've got other bits and pieces that I can pull out, as you've seen. But I plan to do Paddington sort of 30-60 minutes or however long, take them up to bed and just do a little bit before I get ready to go to sleep while I'm waiting for medication to kick in. So yeah, we've got the Christmas one coming out on the 11th, the next one, and the next Halloween one is the 19th because that only came out yesterday. So I've got a bit of a break from the Halloween one once I get that section done, but because that one's needed first, I want to make sure that one's up to date first. That one's going to take priority over Christmas one. Obviously when that one's done, then Christmas is the priority, but right at the moment, Halloween one. We'll see what time then I've got in the month. The new Under the Sea came out for the month. and I've only got 3 and a bit because March is where I messed up, but I've got 2 of the bigger fishes done, and until I get underneath they're done, I won't know what room I've got. So I'm thinking, because we've got the bottom section come out and it's got a little turtle in the bottom of the sea, a little sand, sorry, yeah, the bottom of the sand, and sorry, my son just leaving school. I don't know to work down that side and get 2 sections done if I can this month, and then if I can do that all the way along, I should be up to date for the rest of the year. If I can do that, it'll be done. We'll see. And then Happily Ever After, the frosted pumpkin sale, that one came out. It's the Ugly Duckling, and I've got 5 blocks behind on that one, I think. So again, if I can catch that up by a couple of blocks, those ones don't take that long at all, then, well, the ones that I'm missing won't take that long because they're the smaller ones. So if I can get some working on that, I could easily get a block done probably in a day or just over. So we'll see. So yeah, they're my plans. 17th's a new start. And in case I don't make a video before then, because this one was early, I took this one away with me. Didn't start it, but because it's a Christmassy one, I'm going to start that on the 17th, and I kitted it up with a needle minder. And this one just comes with 14 count ivory aider. So that's going to be my new start for the 17th. And as I said last time, because yeah, it's okay getting these new starts, but then you don't get progress. So I want to start it and then add that in every day for 30 to 60 minutes and see how we go. Sorry, I'm going to have to just pause this.